Good morning. I'm Mr. Miller, and this is our pre-calculus class in room 8113. Every day when you come to my class, I'll hand you a piece of paper with something math to do on it. Also, as you enter, I might ask you one of these simple questions. All you have to do is answer it, such as, what's 1 divided by 0? Answer to that is, it's undefined. It's kind of nice if you don't have to look, but if you have to, that's okay. Come on in. As you enter my room, you'll notice over here to the right, I have this shelf set up on milk crates by the fire extinguisher. And these are the items that we are going to be working on that day in class. You'll also notice I don't have individual desks. I have tables. I have 6 medium-sized tables, 1 really long table up front, and a big, huge picnic table. You'll also notice that these tables are dry erase mark boards. That means you're allowed to write notes down before a test. Do now is usually up on the overhead at the front of the room. And once everybody comes in and sits down, we get started. Today we're going to go over the normal first days of school stuff, classroom procedures. So our classroom procedures are pretty basic, what you would expect in any classroom. And that's the first piece of paper that I gave you as you came in the room. Now if you flip that over, this is pretty helpful. People want to know what they need on their exam grade to get a grade for their semester. So I have this semester grade calculation sheet that you can put in your binder to reference during the school year. And it also works for most of your core classes, not AP classes. The other piece of paper that we're going to be filling out is the permission to view rated material. So you're going to read that and fill that out and then try to hand it back to me today. Also is your student information sheet. In this, I just want to know a couple of things about you. One of the main things is, will you need calculus in college? I don't know if you've noticed, but the name of our class is pre-calculus. And what your college major is. If you don't know what you're going to do in college, we need to start figuring that out. Next thing you're going to want to take a look at is our syllabus. Now, I have a layout of the outline of our class and what it pertains to. Our grading is pretty strict in this pre-calculus honors class. Assessments are worth 65%. That's most of your grade. Homework. I rarely give homework, and if I do, it's something called the journal is a little pamphlet. And we'll be doing 1 or 2 pages at home that you're required to fill out via YouTube. Or you can copy off of a friend if they've already had it done. This journal is worth 30% of your grade. So if you don't do the journal, you do not get an A. It's almost 2 full letter grades when you do not hand in the journal. Homework is probably going to be the journal. Participation in classwork is worth 5%. When you come in and we do classwork together, that's worth 5%. Almost everybody gets full credit on that every day. You'll also notice that on this syllabus, it has classroom materials. We request from the math department that you bring in a ream of paper. And for every ream of paper you bring in, you get 5 hours of community service. After we go over to grading, you'll notice there's materials that we discuss. One of the materials that I would hope you would go out and purchase on your own is this Casio. It's a really good calculator, and we'll use it very often on our class. Then I get into discussing the curriculum, what this class is designed for. I cannot emphasize this enough. This class, sort of, is identical to college algebra. There are many parts during this class that are identical to topics in college algebra. My advice to you is to dual enroll this year in college algebra. That way we can work together as a team to get you through this class, pre-calculus and college algebra. The most failed college course in America is college algebra. And throughout the year, we'll discuss certain criteria that you need to get into that class. And we're going to work together towards achieving that goal. Our tests are all curved, 109 out of 100. But that's only if you take it on the scheduled date. You lose the curve if you take it later. Also, if you do poorly, I will allow you to retake that test score, but only up to an 81%. That being said, if you fail a test, you can retake it, but the highest you'll be allowed to gain on that test is up to 81%. If you have a cell phone or a computer at home, I also request that you enroll on Remind. The Remind for this class, you're going to either use the phone number 81010 or this 540-585-4948 number, and you're going to message that number at 02A4F. Once you're on Remind, I will rarely bother you. I will send you a Remind text before we have a test. I will send you a video
of me doing the review for you before the test. Also, if there's information that I feel you should know, I'll send you a remind, such as if there's a schedule change. Usually if there's a schedule change, I come in early and send a reminder around 7 a.m. So that way you know if there's a different order of classes that day. I also have a remind for college algebra if you are getting enrolled in that course. And I send videos of each of those reviews to you if you are in college algebra. So I have two separate remind accounts, one for pre-calculus and one for college algebra.
Some basic classroom rules. Number one rule, no sleeping. If you're that tired, go to the nurse or go home. Please don't sleep during class. No phones or buds. I know you got those fancy buds or AirPods. Can't have them in your ears during class. I don't want your phone out during class. Also, when you go to the restroom, you're allowed out on the pass. Time out on the pass has to be less than 10 minutes. I don't want you going to the restroom longer than 10 minutes. Our classes in pre-calculus are very large. I have 35 to 39 students per class, and another student might need that restroom pass. Also, testing rules. No talking, no phones during the test. If you finish early, some people do, you may get a pass to the media center, career center, or another classroom, another teacher. A lot of people in this class are involved in drama, so they go over to the theater. A lot of people are involved in ROTC, so they go over there. Others have to go see Mr. Ramon. Mr. Ramon gives a lot of work, and they need to go over there to do makeup work. Some of our artists, they either go to Miss Tobel or Miss Vargo. So you must have a pass, though, to get out of the classroom to go to those places. If you're absent for the test, please make up it in a reasonable time. Best time to take my test is the day I give it. Dress code, that's important. We expect you in dress code each and every day, each and every class period. Also, on Wednesdays, we wear pink. That's right, on Wednesdays, we wear pink. And every Friday is Tropical Friday. So every Friday, we'll be wearing a Hawaiian shirt. That's right. Every Friday is Tropical Friday, and we'll be wearing one of these tropical Hawaiian shirts. You don't have to participate if you don't want to, but it helps to lighten up the mood. Hope we have a good year this year. Again, I'm Mr. Miller.